The governor reiterated his sentiment that every state is a border state and called the killing of 22-year-old Laken Riley here on campus last week inexcusable and avoidable. Riley's accused killer, 26-year-old Jose Ibarra, is a Venezuelan national who was arrested in 2022 for crossing the border illegally, then again a year later in New York on a separate charge. He was released both times. Kemp sent a letter to the White House this weekend asking for an update on President Joe Biden's efforts to secure the southern border. He said he has not gotten a response yet, but urged federal officials to at least have more communication with states about the status of migrants with criminal backgrounds.
It was preventable, because we just have a nightmare in this country with mass migration, and then have people that are here illegally breaking our laws and they're not telling anybody and reporting this to us.
The governor himself is an alumni of University of Georgia. His daughter also goes here and he said runs the same trails where Riley's body was found last week. From Athens, Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.